All right, here we are with the weekly Coliseum finals, October 11th. The players are Suzaku and Alarak, who are both 3-0 undefeated. My co-caster is Jeffrey, and the map is Sandbar, picked by Black Razor. How you doing, Jeffrey?
I'm doing great.
Who do you like
be an
for this
exciting
one?
matchup.
Who do you think who would you bet on if you were a betting man?
I hate to say it, but I think I'd bet on Suzaku. To be
Yeah, I'd
honest.
bet on Suzaku as well. Suzaku is, I mean, that one by his name is no mistake. He is extremely good.
He is. He's superb. Alarak is very good as well, but I think overall Suzaku has the edge. However, you know, having said that, Alarak again can be surprising sometimes. We'll see. We'll see.
I think Alarak's a strong player for sure, but I think he's like a whole tier below Suzaku, because I think Suzaku is in the actual top tier, like top 5 kind of level of the game. And Alarak, whilst he's very good, I don't think is in that top 5 echelon.
Right.
So Alarak is playing a Fnatic Giga deck, which I think is an excellent choice on this map. Really, really good choice. Obviously, this map is insane for Giga Cannon, and then Fnatic's just power it up even more. Suzaku is playing this like CKM Jade deck, which he's been playing a lot on ladder lately. I think I massively favor Alarak in terms of deck though. So if there's one thing that can switch a matchup, it's having the better deck. And I think Alarak's deck is
100%.
vastly superior in this matchup.
It is, yeah, and he's pretty well practiced with it because he's only switched out Scorpion Tank and Banshee or Phantom for Giga and Banshee. And even though that does change the way the deck plays out, it's still somewhat similar enough that I think Alarak should be comfortable with it. And as we saw there, he was able to push forward. The Fnatic's doing such a great job, managed to secure that first missile for him. So good call from him. And now Giga Cannon's coming out, and he needs to protect it here. But Giga Cannon's going to be a pretty difficult unit for Suzaku to deal with.
Oof, double boosted Giga. Giga is pretty strong, and Fanatics are like insanely broken as well. So nice defense though, saving his Harvester. Alarak just spewed a lot of money on that, like a lot.
It was, yeah, he did. And yeah, it was a good call because the laser drones were in a position where could move down and the Giga Cannon couldn't push up. So I pretty much was going to be for sure that the Giga Cannon would have went down. And although economy-wise, Alarak's not that far ahead, that probably would have helped a little bit. But nonetheless, here we go. So Suzaku getting this second missile so far. Alarak needs to push on, get some wheels onto that pad, but the laser drones come in and stall the missile. Laser drones get onto that bottom pad there, and again, stall the missile for Suzaku. He's just spamming these laser drones. The lasers will be a bit of an issue, but the Chem Warriors down in the bottom there will clear the lasers in time. Does get onto the pads, but again, these Chem Warriors will be able to win that matchup quite easily, even with the Cyber Wheels to support. Doesn't really matter too much. Laser drones are going to clear these wheels, and it looks like this missile is going to go. He needs to block against these bikes. Do the bikes get on there? Oh, beautiful micro from Suzaku. Almost doesn't get the block, but he does. And there we go. So he takes that missile.
Yeah, this puts Suzaku back in the position he wants to be in. I think that Suzaku's deck is favored the longer the game goes on because of how strong the Chem Warriors are against Fanatics. I think if Alarak had not spewed his first Giga trying to get a Harvester kill, he would have won this game easily.
I think so, yeah. Going for the Harvester, of course, we all know Alarak loves his Harvester kills, but here we go. Missed, and doesn't get it, it does. Yeah, that was enough to
I think Alarak completely threw that game. I think he had it. He won the early game so easily. He made that Giga Cannon and just spewed it off and never got another Giga Cannon set up. And I think that was how you win that matchup, is by having the defended Giga Cannon. Alright, here we are with the second game of the Coliseum Finals. Alarak taking on Suzaku. This time we're on Orbit, picked by Boswell. So Alarak with a Liang deck this time, and Suzaku with a Strong Arm. I suspect we'll see the classic Suzaku ladder deck. Suzaku often just plays his ladder decks in tournament play. So I think we'll see the 2-2-2 with APC. Alarak, I have no idea what he's bringing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he plays for GDI. Oh, okay.
And,
so,
yep, it is as predicted. It is as predicted. Suzaku did in fact bring the deck that I thought he would. Alarak bringing the SRPSS Borka deck, which I believe SRPSS said is the deck he uses when he thinks he's going up against drones. So good choice by Alarak, because he is going up against drones here.
Yeah, I really like Alarak's deck in this matchup.
Yeah, I think so. I think I like it too. It's going to come down to how much the Borka gets done. And Suzaku's deck is not great against Borka here. So yeah, I think I like Alarak's deck a little bit more.
I think the only drawback is the fact that we're on orbit, so Borka is not going to be able to get to all 3 pads. He could go to the bottom 2 there, but we'll see here. This first missile's coming down. Pitbull gets onto the far right and charging for Suzaku, but Alarak's Pitbull gets onto the far left there and starts stalling the missile. Of course, he pushes the militants off that top pad there, and it looks like he's going to be able to clear these riflemen there and actually take the missile. So all he needs to do is get back onto the pad, and there we go. And it looks like Alarak is going to take this. He just needs to make sure he blocks. Didn't even need to. Suzaku realized he wasn't going to be able to push and gives the first missile to Alarak.
I can't believe that worked for Alarak. Like, pushing in against defending rifles, especially against strong arm that can deploy a turret, should never have worked. Like, there's no way. Also, why did Alarak even want to do that? There's 2 pads that Suzaku isn't contesting. Why push the one that he's holding with 3 riflemen? He could have just moved all of his units down bottom and held those 2 pads very easily. Yeah, I mean, it worked. It worked for him. He ended up taking that top pad. I just don't think he should have. Like, I think Suzaku misplayed his turret. He waited too long and put it in the wrong position. I'm pretty sure you could put it, I don't know for sure, but I think you can put it like 1 tile higher than he did. And then also Suzaku must have misplayed his rifles to lose on defense.
Yeah, that was a bit odd. Maybe there was some lag involved or something?
I think he just didn't move his 3rd unit in time. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest.
But, well, we do have a second missile coming down. The double Pitbull and Borka from Alarak are coming in, but the Pitbull, or the Borka looks like he's in clear zone. Pitbull's possibly will get this APC in time. No, it doesn't. The APC is going to clear the Borka, and there it goes. And now he needs to block against this Pitbull. Doesn't matter, though. The Pitbull comes in and clears it, and Suzaku takes a second missile. Yeah,
really poor play from Alarak there. Basically, like, he didn't kill the APC, but he did kill both his own Pitbulls. That's basically all he killed was 2 of his own Pitbulls with the Borka. I think he just focused a little bit too much on trying to get value out of the Borka when he could have just won the missile with other units.
Yeah, I think so. The Borka definitely cost him there. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, as long as he micros the marker a little bit better than he has been, we'll be able to do this. There we go. So he takes down nearly 3 Pitbulls. That was a bit better than that other Borka. But APC is actually doing a pretty reasonable job in this matchup. Pitbull from Suzaku comes to go after the Borka, and I think it will clear it in time. The APC will actually make sure that does happen, and there it goes. But another Borka comes out. It's going to deal with this APC. It looks like it is going to clear it, and there we are. So that's not too bad, but Alarak's not on any of these pads, and the missile is very close to going off here. He needs a much quicker answer than he's got. He does have talent in his deck, but the Pitbull is going to shut that down. Pitbull going to that far left pad there. It will hold still, will not work against the APC, and what the flip? What happened there? What was that?
I don't even know, man. Alarak timed that flip perfectly, and Suzaku just didn't block.
What the heck was that?
I'm pretty sure Suzaku could have had the block top and just didn't do it. Alright, 3rd and final game for the Coliseum Finals. Suzaku taking on Alarak after that insane flip. Suzaku claims that he had a pop-up on his phone and that's why he didn't block. So we're adding that to the list of excuses for losing. And here we go with the 3rd game. This time we're on the Cauldron, chosen by Nick Gould. Alright, so Suzaku playing the same, both players playing the same deck as last game. Again, I think this is a good Giga map. I like Alarak's deck a little bit more for this map. But it will probably be close enough. Oh, Laser Drone's first unit. Suzaku going ham.
And Alarak going Fnatic first is an interesting choice as well. Usually he opens.
Yeah,
perhaps he was anticipating that Suzaku would predict that, so maybe he decided to switch it up. But
Suzaku has gone. Suzaku went lasers first the last 2 games, right?
Yeah.
So he was predicting that again.
Okay, well, right now it's looking like pretty much a stalemate. Double laser from Alarak. A bit of an overcommitment. He really only needed 1 to deal with these laser drones. So that's actually going to push Alarak off the pads here, as we see. But the Cyber Wheels come out. Good tech switch from Alarak. But now Chem Warriors are coming out, and Chem Warriors are going to be Suzaku's best unit against Alarak. Of course, we know Chem Warriors are pretty good against Fanatics if they don't get the 2v1. And there we go. So Chem Warriors clear the first set of Fanatics there. The Riflemen, or the Militants, are clearing the lasers, but Cyber Wheels come in. Doesn't matter. I think it's going to be 1 versus 1. No, actually, Laser does survive a little bit. We'll get 1 of these laser drones, but laser drones are going to survive for a little bit longer here. Of course, Suzaku right now does have the advantage. He's got double Chem Warrior, blocks the Cyber Wheels from getting on there. Banshee Booster does get on there, but it's not going to be enough. He needs to push these Chem Warriors up. Actually, no, he didn't need to. Cyber Wheels couldn't get there in time, and takes the first missile for Suzaku.
Yeah, I mean, Suzaku's early opening with the laser drones completely messed with Alarak's opening and put Alarak in a really awkward position, which allowed Suzaku to take the first missile. And I don't see... It's going to be very hard for Alarak to come back from this.
Yeah, it is. Losing the first missile to Jade is a huge disadvantage for Alarak, of course. This isn't exactly the best map for Jade as far as there are some choke points and you could reasonably block against Chem Warriors, I believe, but still, I mean, it puts Suzaku way far ahead, and it is going to allow him to continue to push out these Chem Warriors, which, again, is pretty much the best unit that Suzaku has against Alarak.
Yeah, the problem for Alarak is exactly that. He doesn't have anything that kills Chem Warriors quickly. The only thing that he has that can kill Chem Warriors is double Fnatic, and you kind of need to be on defense with the Fanatics as well. But once there's this many Chems on the field, there's not a lot you can do.
So he needs to push onto these pads. Alarak pulling the Banshee out to try and get on the pad, but nice blocking there. Actually blocked himself with the bike.
And with that, pretty anticlimactic last game. Suzaku kind of just made Chems and curb stomped him. Alarak just had no unit that could realistically deal with Chems. And that is one of the weaknesses of Fnatic style decks, is they are very weak to Chem Troopers. Alright, so with that, Suzaku now qualifies for the finals at the end of the month, assuming that he's going to be available. And congratulations to Suzaku, commiserations to Alarak.